this video I'm gonna address a mistake. Probably you are making that mistake and that's why you are not getting your end result in your speaking English. Like everybody want to learn English, everybody want to speak flawless English, but there are some mistake that we make in everyday life and that's why we don't get our results. Okay. That's why I'm making this video, to give a little reminder about that mistake. So I think there is a one basic thing that you are probably doing wrong, and the thing is that instead of speaking English, you are learning around and about English so much. You are putting your effort about learning English, like you are putting your effort in listening, in reading, in writing, in all the other stuff around English, and you are not putting your actual effort in really speaking with your mouth, and that is something you are doing wrong. But because if you want to speak flawless English and if you want to speak English, then you have to do it with your mouth, then you have to speak with your mouth. There is no another thing that is going to make you speak English unless you are not actually speaking with your mouth. And you are putting your efforts, you are putting your energy and your hard work in other stuff. You are trying to figure out about articles, you are reading newspapers, you are doing everything, you are investing your time in other stuff, and that thing is totally okay, but these things are useless if you are not speaking with your mouth, because your end goal is speaking with your mouth. Your end goal is becoming flawless, becoming fluent in English, and that is going to only happen if you speak with your mouth. Now you are not confident enough and actually you are not giving likely time to your speaking English. You are all wasting your time in other stuff, and that is your biggest mistake. Okay, because if your end goal is becoming fluent in English, then you have to speak with your mouth. And I'm continuously reminding this from my videos that if you want to speak, you have to speak with your mouth. There is no alternative of this situation. Like there is nothing that is gonna speak, that is make you speak good English unless you are not speaking with your mouth. Okay, people think that first they will learn grammar, they will learn about articles, they will learn so much stuff about English, and they are trying to collect all this stuff about English, but that is not gonna help them, because like they are just collecting informations, they are collecting informations about English, but English is not that way. They are studying English, but English is a language and you have to speak with your mouth. You need to do practice with actual speaking, and that is going to help you in your journey. Okay, people think that you have to study English, you have to learn articles, grammars, and all other stuff to speak English, but that is not true. Like in America, in other nations where English is their mother language, everyone speak English there. Even illiterate people, even people who never been to any school, any colleges or not, people who don't get any kind of education, and illiterate people also speak English. Okay, because they got it from their environment, and it's a language and everyone can speak it. Very minimum information about articles and your grammar can help you if you want to speak, but the thing is you are hiding yourself back in by all those things. You are making a false belief, you are making a false self satisfaction to yourself by doing all these things. Instead, in the name of learning English, you are making false belief to yourself that I'm reading articles, I'm reading books, I'm watching shows, I'm listening, but these things are not going to help you unless you are not going to speak with your mouth. And your end goal is to communicate with people or to express your views or to speak with your mouth, and that is going to help you if you speak. Okay, so like if you are making 1 hour per day to learn English or to learn about English, like if you are spending your 1 hour to listening music or listening or any podcast in English or watching any shows, or like you gave your 100 hours of learning English or learning about English, what if you gave those hours to your speaking English? There will be a big difference. Okay, and it's never too late. Okay, like no matter what you did in your past, no matter how you spend your time in English learning, but from now you can change it. Like if you are giving 1 hour of your day in learning English or learning English or watching any show or doing anything to learn English. Start speaking instead of all these things. Okay, these things are gonna automatically be corrected. These things are gonna be automatically good in you. But first, please speak with your mouth, and that is something that will change your game. So if you gave you 100 hours to doing all this stuff about English, please devote that 100 hours to actually speaking, and you are gonna see a big change in yourself. In the moment you are watching this video, please start speaking. Force yourself. It is going to be uncomfortable for few days, for few months, but it is okay. In the end, it is going to be worth it. We are educated, we know everything, we know grammar, we can read fluently, we can understand everything, and we are so good, and still we are not speaking, still you are not speaking. That is a disaster. Okay, in foreign countries illiterate people also can speak English, and here is you can understand English, you know grammar, you know articles, you understand everything, and still you are not speaking. That is a disaster. Like, you have to speak. You are just one step away from your end goal. That's why I'm forcing you to speak, because that is something practical. You know everything, yaar. You know everything. You can do everything. You understand. You can read books. You can read newspapers. You have enough knowledge, and still you are not speaking English. That is not a good thing. So please start speaking. Okay, things are going to be hard, but that's okay. Nothing is just impossible. Okay, start speaking today. Start speaking the moment you are watching this video. And please, if you devote your 100 hours in learning about English or doing all this stuff in English, please devote the same 100 hours of speaking, and you are gonna be amazed by your results. Okay, things are not going to be same after 100 hours of your really speaking. So just start speaking the moment you are watching this video. And that's it for today's video, because, like, seriously, I'm just so obsessed to make people know that there is one thing. Like, there is nothing, there is no fundamental thing, there is nothing complicated in speaking English. You just have to speak with your mouth. You are gonna make mistake, you are gonna be not fluent, there will be some mistake in your pronunciation, they are gonna judge you, but that is totally okay. In the end, that all things are gonna worth it.